a grubber on with an air leak. Not sure whether I'm a fan of that. Massive. I've not touched the steering wheel yet. Just in Berlin, looking at that street light that's been claimed by nature. Yesterday we were driving lots and lots of tractors, so the main thing that we came to see was the 832. So here's a little bit about the 832 before we have a little bit of a mooch around what's going on in Berlin and fly home. So here it is. This is really the tractor what we've come to see. So this is the new 800 series. So 832, so it'll go up to 344 horsepower, is it? 343. Yeah. 343 horsepower. So it's sort of what the 900s used to go to. It's pretty similar in size to the old 936s or the 930s. 2.2 ton weight block on the front. Now looks to be made of concrete, not steel. Could be steel. Maybe it's steel. Is that steel?
Still steel as far as I know.
Is it?
It'd be a lot bigger if it was concrete, I think.
Well, I thought it'd be a lot smaller if it was steel. Very, very grip on it. This has also got longer studs, so you can bolt on another hub to put jewels on it, and same on the back. So look at that, how the air pipes come through the studs for when the jewels bolt on, which is pretty clever. It's also got 600 rear wheel weights. It's got 32 work lights ranging, so I'm going to zoom in on them so you can see what I mean. So if you look at that one, you can see all the LEDs. Look at that one, you can't as much. And if you look at that one, you can't really at all, because you've got different levels of diffusers. So that's for looking really far, that's for your mid-range vision, and then that's for your close vision. It's also got lights under here for lighting up this area when you're backing up and hooking up to machinery. It's also got a grubber on with an air leak. Don't know why. The cab is a similar frame design to the 900s that we've seen before. It's got the fan on the front, very similar to our 728, where it auto reverses. And what I learned today, which I hadn't realised, is cold air is easier. There's more air in cold air than there is in hot air. So the fan now lives at the front of the engines to blow cold air through, because for less energy you can move more air through the radiator than if it was the other side sucking, because you're also then moving hot air, which isn't as efficient. So that's why they've done it like that. The cooling pack is at the widest point directly over the axle, so that you can get a lock right in there and right in the front, and the engine sits that little bit higher. It's an AGCO power, which is made in Finland. Some people might know of other engines made in Finland, but we won't mention them. He's smiling. It does 65k, does it?
Yep, 65k.
It's not got the wishbone suspension that the 900s have, but it has got the same suspension, I would guess, as our 728s, which are really smooth. This one isn't reverse drive. That one is, but there's not a lot of difference. Air filter for the cab also has a self-clean cyclone in it, which if you unclip these clips, I'll show you how that works, because I think that's pretty clever. As well as obviously the engine air cleaner as well, cleans itself and blows itself out, which is pretty clever and amazing. But yeah, see in there, it sucks through a cyclone there to clean the cab air filter, which is good because it's really dusty at the moment. I don't know how to put that back on with one hand. I might let Ed do that. Now, I thought as well, how's it road legal? There's no beacons, but if you look, hiding there is some little orange flashing lights, which are the beacons. And then can you see that little black rim that kind of goes along there? That isn't there just to look good. That is there to stop the lights giving glare onto the windows. When you turn the lights on at night, the lights just light up outside the tractor, not the inside of the tractor. Same up there, little lip underneath that light. The lights obviously cross over as well, so you've got no shadows really, because that one's facing that way and that one's facing that way. Whether that gives you any bonnet glare, I don't know, or them lips engineer it out. We could probably have a look at that in the dark later. It's got green mirror covers. We've seen that before on other tractors. Never on a Fendt before. Not sure whether I'm a fan of that, because it'll scratch quite easily if you go past some bushes and trees. Side wiper, which is fastened through the glass. A fridge inside, but it's also a freezer as well. So we'll go down to -18. It's got a compressor within it. It's not just electric. Well, it's probably electrically driven, but it's got a compressor, so it means you can actually put ice cream in it and frozen stuff, frozen food. It hasn't got a microwave or a kitchen sink though. And one thing that all tractor manufacturers miss out on is they never put a bin in them. So you can take all your dinner with you, but you've got nowhere to put all your rubbish. Plastic toolbox on the side, very similar to the 728. Let's get in the cab and have a look. But it's very, very similar. I think there's 4 or 5 different seats for them as well now. But that's an Certas seat, is it, whatever? Some of them can have a massage seat. Well, that's good, all them cup holders down there. Never noticed that in a 900 before. You've got another 2 cup holders there. It's definitely American spec with all them cup holders. Got another fridge in there as well. That's handy little hammock for, I think you can put your manuals in that as well. Big sun visor. You can, I think there's a sun visor here as well, yeah. There is somewhere behind that other screen. Got 2 screens there. Then you've obviously got another screen there, and you can put your GPS onto that one as well if you want. Same armrest as most of the Fendt range at the moment. You can actually have foot pegs as well, I think, in them. There, and over here. So if you sat on a twist, put your feet on the pegs. Well, this one hasn't got it in. Automatic handbrake, so as soon as you get off the seat, the handbrake automatically comes on. And as soon as you try and drive off with the accelerator, handbrake comes off as well. Standard passenger seat, very similar to the 728. But yeah, that is the 832 in a nutshell. I think I didn't know before I come out here where this tractor was going to fit. I thought the 728 replaced the 724, and I thought it was a very good tractor, up to 300 horsepower. Didn't really see the point, but because all the 900s have moved up in power, the 800 will probably become, especially an 832, I would guess, will probably be a very popular size tractor, because a lot of people have got kit for that 300 to 350 horsepower range. If you start going to these 10.52s, which are touching 550 horsepower, bigger tractor, you need some big machines for the back of it, especially the PTO stuff. Although the bigger machines, you can dial the power down, because if you buy the top range one, you can go into the screen and you can also select different power settings, and you might even be able to, if I just look through here, do it on this. I think I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Let me ask a Fendt guy what to do, but I'm sure you can turn the power settings down. Disappointed. I just asked Ed, and you can't turn the power down on these, but you can on the 10s, but you probably wouldn't want to if you've got 345 horsepower or 46. You may as well use it all. Right, we're cruising along now on the 832 using 29 litres an hour. Is this 6 metre, is it, or 5? 6 metre Lemkin. We've got a prescription map of how deep it's going in different places. So if it needs to go deeper, it will go on deeper. I think it'll change when it gets to yellow, will it? It'll be shallow off. This is taking out volunteer oats, so we're not sure, but we think there may have been a storm here before they combine the oats, and that's why there's quite a lot of regrowth. I thought it was next year's crop, very advanced. The cultivator's just changed its depth on its own. Very quiet cab. So we've sunk it down to 20 centimetres. We've got the tractor working now. Losing a bit more fuel, it's going a bit deeper. It's gripping well though. 4%. Yeah, there's the wheel slip there, between 3 and 4%. That's the Vario grip doing it. They're getting the angle for the camera. Bit of moisture down there actually. That's a bottle out of the freezer, frozen. We've got it set, so it's going to turn on its own in 223 meters. So So when we get to the end of the field, it'll lift the machine up by doing the go and end automatically. And then it's going to turn right round and come back down this side. 17, 16, 15, we're slowing down. It's going to lift up. The machine's now lifting up, you can see in the mirror. It's going to turn to the left so that we can swing out round. Just pulling it round in a circle. I've not touched the steering wheel yet. It's going to correct itself into the line. And then it's going to drop the machine down on its own. And gauge the auto control, cruise control, and we're off again. They're massive, them turbines. I'll try and get a picture next to them. Just going to show you this. It is massive because it's that wide, and that's the tractor. Can you see how big it is? And then if I stand over here, you can really see how big some of these turbines are. I can't even fit it in. It's just massive. Fact. There you go. That's how big it is. Tilt your head. Ed's driving it now so we can get a video. This is regrowth from oats, so I think they must have had a bit of a storm before they were combined. Squeaky cylinder. We just spent all day in the field driving all the different tractors, and we're on the farm now. We're going to have a barbecue. But there's a bit of a monster over here. I'm going to show you. (936) in black, horse drill, jeweled up. How cool is that bar? 7 to 8 bar. So this farm has got some black fence, also got some green fence, and also got a Fendt caravan. But they've got a sprayer. It's green. It's not Fendt though, but it's got some serious axles underneath it. We are back in the field getting a picture at sunset, waiting for it to go dark, and then we are going to go over there and look at the lights on that machine. Not a bad sunset now. Right, we're going to jump on this one now and have a look at these lights. Certainly bright when you're up close to them because it's affecting the camera lens. Pretty good. So road lights now. Work lights.
So that's the minimum, yeah?
Yeah, and then if you put them up,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. If you look, other than a tiny shadow off the weight block, there is no shadow whatsoever all the way around the tractor. You kind of need good lights when there's so many wind turbines about in case you drive into one of them.
So now the problem is
And the lights are lighting up the dust.
on the dust, correct. So my memory point 1 is like that.
So it
So
turns the
I
top.
can look to the front because
Yeah.
there's no dust,
Yeah.
and in the back and on the right side I don't need so much lights.
No, no.
So that's more better. Or you can go like this, only on the left, in the front, and a little bit in the back.
Yeah.
Not on the right side.
Yeah.
Then it looks like this.
Yeah.
Because of the dust.
Mm. Gonna reverse the fan. Like a little sneeze. It's a fair tool, that. Could it replace the quad track though? These are the little lights in the back of the fenders for pitching up to drawbars and machinery. Pick up really your baler. It's pretty dark there, but then if you turn around, that's like daylight from them little lights. See all the turbines lighting up now. And then if you go around that way, loads of them. When you drop the hire car off, you just leave it, and it doesn't matter what company, and then they put it on that, which is like a track that just pulls it through and washes it. How cool's that? And a big ramp. This is, what is it, a £9 billion airport that wasn't used for so many years?
Yeah. Have a look on the YouTube.
Yeah, look on YouTube. They built it wrong. Back in Britain, and it's rained. I don't know where it is. He's on the back of the plane somewhere with extra leg room because he's at long. Cracking time in Germany. Thank you to Fendt for taking me out there, and I'm going to do the birthdays in a minute in the car because Ian's forgot to. Right, I am back in the car. Luckily, I've got my glasses to do the birthdays because otherwise I can't read them off my phone. Laraith O'Regan is 1. I think that's how it's pronounced. Ninx Butler, it's your birthday. N-I-N-X Butler, not sure how you pronounce that, sorry. Charlotte Wilson, happy 15th birthday. Reese is 22 on the 28th of August, so happy birthday. And Lalacan Stewart, L-A-C-H-L-A-N Stewart, it's your birthday as well. Really sorry if I pronounced it all wrong, but happy birthday. And we're now raised over £102,808, so thank you. Anyway, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the Fendt video. Still some bits and bobs that I'll show you over the next few days, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.